What in the entire hell is going on, Americans? Jericho Green here with you once again. And another clown is shoving himself into that clown car known as the Democratic 2020 presidential ticket. My fucking goodness. How many of them are there going to be? There's like 10 now? So the latest jackasshole to put his name in the hat is Julian Castro, former mayor of San Antonio. He was on some House committee, blah, blah, some dumb shit. But now this fool is running for president. So what do they do when they run for president? They hit the streets. They start doing the TV interviews and the radio interviews. And what are his goals? What are his stances? What's his stance on certain things? Well, of course, open borders. He wants to decriminalize people, what they call seeking asylum. They don't want it to be a crime. They want it to be more of a civil issue. And he doesn't want to abolish ICE. He just wants to split it up into two different groups. And the one with the group that decides, who can and can't stay, that's going to be divided up between other federal entities. So what does that mean? That just means more bureaucracy. That just means more hands in the pot. Easier for shit to be forgotten about and not done. That's what this dickhead wants. And he's pro-Planned Parenthood. Abortion, abortion, abortion. Forget you, Marsha. It's not about you anymore. It's abortion, abortion, abortion. So what radio show did he go on? The Breakfast Club. And if you never heard of The Breakfast Club, consider yourself lucky, because I wish I never did. But The Breakfast Club is an urban radio station in New York City. The morning staff is people of color. And they had this jackass on their show. Why would that upset me? Because you're basically ushering in, you're assisting in your own demise, your own destruction. Why would you have somebody on there who promotes things that hurt you and your community first and worst? Black people are hit hardest by illegal immigration, illegal aliens. Black people, black women more specifically, are around 7% of the population, yet account for 33 to 35% of the abortions in America. So that means dead black children, almost 20 million since 1973. So why would you have somebody on your show who promotes things that hurt you? You're sharpening the executioner's axe. You're plucking out a hair. Doink. Let's see. Can it cut through that hair? It's nice and sharp, executioner. Make sure you get me right here so you can sever the spinal cord more easily to bring about my death more swiftly. Thank you. Let me lay my head down on this block for you. It's like when I was a kid. My parents had belts hanging on the doorknob on the inside of the door of their bedroom. And when you close it, you hear those belt buckles clank. My dad would say, hand me one of those. So I have to go over there and pick my instrument of destruction. That's what these jackasses are doing as full-grown adults. But as long as it's not Republican, as long as it's not Trump, bring it on. Yeah, but they're promoting your death. I know, but it's not Trump. Bring it on. Yeah, but they're taking jobs from your youth. I don't give a shit. Bring it on. Yeah, but they're going to hit you with higher taxes and make you more poor than you already are. I don't give a shit. It's not the orange guy. He doesn't like the orange guy. Bring it on. What the fuck are you doing? All these black people who are promoting and voting for these fucking Democrats, with one hand, they're patting you on the back, and then the other, they're sticking you in your back with a fucking knife. And we just keep bounding on into these fucking traps. They say, well, conservatives, Republicans don't care about black people. Why should they? We never vote for them. We vote for Democrats damn near 100%, over 95%. Why the fuck would they care about our vote? They're not going to get it. Why am I going to put energy and effort into something that's not going to give me a return? What for? You might as well take your money out of your wallet and toss it off a fucking cliff. It's not going to do anything for you. I don't blame them. I wouldn't waste my time going for a vote that I'll never get, that I never have gotten, but steady getting fucked by the people I am voting for. And this Julian Castro fool, he's no different than the rest of them. He's no different than the rest of them. What was the dude's name? Kataro? Whatever, the dude from Total Recall, who was growing out of the other guy's stomach, the little fucking wet toddler baby, whatever that was. Dude opened his shirt, and there was like a little man right there talking and shit. It's all the same thing. They're from one body. It's all of these candidates are all saying the same thing. Like, what was that movie? Slither. That's right. All these aliens came down and were eating people. And the one main guy, all the people he ate, he didn't digest them. Their faces just kind of grew out of his body. And everything he said, they said. And there's all these voices, all this moaning and, wailing. But every time he spoke, they all said the same thing. And there's this big glob, this big Jabba the Hutt looking glob with all these different faces in it. But they're all saying the same thing. How is that? How do they expect to win when they all have the same weak message? How are they going to stand out and distinguish themselves from the pack? This pack of flea-bitten, disgusting, rotten criminals. They're all the same. Warren, Booker, Harris, this new Castro idiot. They're all saying the same fucking thing. There's no difference. They're all reading from the same script. They're like a fucking choir. They're all singing the same song. You can't discern one voice from another. And that's good. That's what I want. You're just making it easier for us to get Trump for another 4 years. You didn't learn from Mama Hillary? You didn't learn from her? She showed you what a bad message will get you. She showed you what no content, no guts of your message will get you. All she did was run around saying Trump's bad, Trump's bad. She hit LA, New York, the big cities. That's it. She didn't have a message for the people, a message for the working class who gives these fucks their positions and their power in the first place. You guys didn't learn shit. She made those mistakes so you didn't have to. But you dumbasses don't know a fucking thing. So you're going to get out there, hit the pavement, pushing your victimhood and the poor illegals at the border, and there's no crisis. Really? So tell the Border Patrol agents down there who had to spray tear gas to disperse the crowd a couple months back. Tell me that's not a crisis. Tell me when they look out into the desert and they see a child barely clinging to life crawling to their facility that there's no crisis. All the women that get raped by the coyotes, but there's no crisis. They're still pushing that shit. If you're colored, you're a victim. It's not your fault. You didn't do this. You don't deserve to be in jail. You deserve to be able to raise a family of 8 off of flipping burgers at fucking Burger King. You're a victim. It's not your fault. Come here. Here, let me unbutton my blouse and stick this engorged government titty in your mouth, and you can just depend on me for your sustenance for the rest of your life. People don't want to be victims. There's a very small part of our population that are fucking mouth-breathing idiots who want handouts. The vast majority of Americans don't mind getting up and going to work. Whether that be sitting in traffic going to work, or whether that be going to your office in your house and going to work, Americans, humans, want to work. It's inside of us. It's built into our DNA. We need to feel worthy. We need to feel that we're contributing and giving something to society, that we're taking care of our family. I don't want to sit there and just have my EBT card loaded up every fucking month. Speaking of, this bitch comes into my job yesterday and gets a salad and a fucking kombucha with her EBT card. Government assistance is not for fucking kombucha and quinoa salad, bitch. What happened to the good old days when people were ashamed to be on welfare? Where you hid the fact that you needed the government to help your ass out? Where you would go into the store right when it opened or right before it closed so there weren't that many people in there, and the chances of someone seeing you getting a fucking handout were slim to none. What happened to that? Where's the shame? Where's the embarrassment? Now your disgusting ass don't even have to get off your back. You can stay there and get filled with another baby in your fucking stomach while your EBT card is electronically reloaded. Man, get out of here with that shit. Get your sorry ass up and get to work. Like most people want to do anyway. But these fools have to push that open border bullshit. That's their voting bloc. That's their fan base. That's the battery in their back. They can't depend on us anymore because we got jobs now. Trump said, no, get these motherfuckers to work. But there's no difference. They're just one big blob with a bunch of different faces, but one voice. I'm going to start calling them the choir party. You heard it first. The Democrats are the choir party because they're all different faces, but one voice, one script, one hymn. These fucking assholes. And you so-called black folk are inviting them onto your fucking show to cut your throat. You stupid motherfuckers, you. Now look at this. I got myself all pumped up before I jump in this damn rat race. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe. And speaking of subbing real quick, I hit 60,000 subs. Thank you very much. Less than a year, 60,000 subs, almost 6 million views. Thank you very much. Hit that notification bell. Follow your boy on the Twitters @Green_Jericho. Utilize the PayPal link. I am Jericho Green. And I'm out.